Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We are just continuing to build out this area right here. I'm sort of setting up this whole eastern location. I did some of it off camera because it's all fairly boring. We're basically just setting up a line of insulated tile here, and then we're going to take a bunch of wheezeworts, stick them on this side, cool it down because it is a little toasty at the moment. And this will just be a new wing for our base. I'm thinking that I'm going to set up ranching in this area. New duplicates available. None of them have diver's lungs, so reject them all. Yeah, not much progress. This is still producing its steam, which is now condensing this nice, somewhat cool water over here. Ooh. And we just discovered a cool slush geyser. That's going to be very useful. Also want to check out what this one is. Let me pause for a second and say, dig out some of this. How do I want to get over here? Could just dig across like this. That's fine. Get to this other cool slush geyser. Is the germ situation. Okay, so there's slime here, but it's not germy. Figure out what this one is as well. And so yeah, pretty much the stuff that was done off camera was just setting up this area for our base here, and not much else was done. I think we're going to set up critter ranching in this area. Seems like a pretty good use of it. As we expand further out this way, we crack into here, get ourselves some oxygen production. There's no germs in the oxygen, but better to get this filtered before we start mining out some slime that creates some germs. Cool slush geyser, huh? That'll be very useful. Cool slush geysers are amazing. I mean, this cool steam vent's also really good, but cool slush geyser is probably what we want to do to set up our metal refining. Use that as coolant. We're just going to let this water heat up a little bit further before we really try and do anything with it. Mine out these areas. Unreachable build, huh? No, because we have this thing on top of it. That makes sense. Alright. Get our wall built up there. This airlock will help prevent some heat transfer. And we have to ask the question, where do we want to put the top of our base? Now that we're expanded out here, we could just extend even further up here. I wouldn't be averse to that. So let's actually just take some granite, work our way up here. Maybe we set the top like right here. Now we want to set up our kilns somewhere again. I kind of don't want to disturb the cold biome. Having this sleet wheat is really nice. There is a lot of heat that this could accept though, because it's all pretty cold at the moment. But we do need our kilns back up and running if we want to get all of the ceramic insulated tile that we want. Let's dig out this as well. Dig out here, sure. And we want to set up thimbleweed farming as well. And finish this loop. There's a lot of things to do, actually. A lot of idle people. What do we want to do with them? I think mining out these areas is going to be productive. We'll set up bedrooms here, and we'll set up critter ranching in this lower area, I believe. That seems like a good plan. And ultimately, we'll convert all this to like a kitchen type dealio. I think I like the sound of that. But this will just be another bedroom, I believe. Or barracks. Put granite across here. And a little bit of this. Perfect. We're just going to start building out our base here. Is there another cold biome for us to crack into? No, this is so far the only one we found. Switch to temperature. Oh yeah, there's this one, this thing up here. Oh, what is this? Another cool slush geyser. So we have 2 cool slush geysers here. That's actually fantastic. They're both idle for now, so we have an opportunity to figure out how we want to set this up before we go to work. So, what do we want to do here? You guys might as well mine out this stuff. So, do we want to set up critter ranching even though we don't have a rancher at this point? Let's queue up some more sleet wheat. Yeah, because we have more sleet wheat here. Let's queue up some more frost buns. I think we want to set up the kilns next. We want to have somewhere for them to go. And we want that somewhere to be somewhere close to clay. I'm still a little bit worried about digging out some of this clay. Some of it is quite germy. We've not really gotten this chlorine to play nice with us. It's all compressed down here instead of helping us out up here. Maybe we just set up the kilns right here, actually. That doesn't sound like that bad of an idea. So let's get some ladders down here. And some tile, which we can set up just right across here. And for refinement, we'll say, look, I want some kilns here and here. And I think we will set up some storage. It doesn't really matter what we make it out of. There and there. We'll set up our kilns back up here. And the storage will also be where we put a lot of slime, I believe. Other stuff that we dig out, and then we can go back to digging out a lot of this area. We have the deodorizers to take care of a lot of the germ problems. I'm really just concerned about having germs stuck on the ceramic that we end up using. That'd be a little bit lame. Alright. Got all this built out. Might as well mine out this. Have our insulated tile. How much ceramic do we have left? We have a decent amount left. Not a huge amount, but enough. Get some ladder. And do this. Jobs mastered. Okay. So, Gene, you're good. So, who do we want to put as a farmhand? No one has really any skill whatsoever at this, huh? We need to start working towards a rancher. Catalina likes ranching, but I don't think the ranching skill does anything at this point. Like, literally, it just does not have an effect. So, let's just say Jean starts working towards that. She has athletics, she has learning, and really not much else. That's perfect. Jean, you're going to start working as a farmhand so we can get you up to ranching. Dig this out. Yeah, this is looking good. Okay, so critter ranching. We have this whole area to work with potentially, so there's a lot of stuff we can do. We do want to actually dig out a little bit here. We'll deconstruct this. Plumbing, pitcher pump. Yeah. We want to get access to water again because we currently can't do research since we don't have any water left to grab like that. We will mop up this, why not, and plumbing, pitcher pump, set one down right here. Perfect. Alright, so we have this whole area to work with. We can just set up a massive hatch ranch, effectively. I think that'd be fine. Let's try and get this water out of here before we set up something so massive. Alright. Dig out these. There we go. Dig out this whole area. And then go to work setting up our hatch ranches. They're going to be a pretty intensive affair. Oh yeah, I want to get these cool slush geysers going as well. Just so we can have the water going, I think. Well, no, I think I'd rather set up some apparatus first. What does the germ situation look like? Alright. That's fine. Let's get a couple deodorizers down here. We'll get rid of them eventually, but just to clean up that air a little bit. This is chlorine. Alright. Everything's still okay temperature-wise. Even though we have sort of been open here, we've had this cooling going on here. So this is at 41 right now. 40, 41. We'll check back on that in a bit, see where we get. Yeah, I think this is looking good. Alright. So, planning out these ranches. The way I like to do things is we're going to have granite tile up here. In fact, maybe this is the point where we just deconstruct a lot of this. Alright, so Ceramic, forever. Ceramic, forever. I want to put all my clay down here, and we'll throw a bunch of slime down here as well. That way we can disinfect it with this chlorine. We're gonna start digging out these areas. Man, there's just so much oxygen. There's so much oxygen. It's not all these algae terrariums. I mean, this has been amazing. We've basically put zero effort and gotten tons of oxygen out of here. But it's really just all this polluted stuff that we dug up and turned into normal oxygen with the deodorizers. These are going to heat up. That's fine. Okay. So, I think we're kind of good to start digging out these areas again. Ladder, sedimentary rock, dig out this area. Have all these deodorizers set up, should be good. Yeah, shouldn't have to disinfect anything. This is all chlorine. Alright, so we're getting that set up. I still want to work on these cool slush geysers, though. I mean, that should be a pretty high priority. These germs are a little bit iffy for me. I'm not sure how to proceed. So, maybe let's just dig out over here. There's no germs here, which is pretty convenient. Are there any germs over here? Not really. So one thing we could do is just have it dump down into here for now. That wouldn't be that bad. Oop. What do I get? Diver's lungs. Sure. Nicola, welcome to the team. I think we're going to set up another bedroom. Could just set it up right here. But this is also a good area for a lot of other stuff. We do want to deconstruct this ultimately. We want to have a door here. We need to set up another bedroom though. Maybe we just, this is finally where we get rid of this farm area that we have here. Set up a bedroom over here. Or a barracks, I should say. Yeah, that seems fine. So let's just deconstruct all of this. And we will dig out all this. We'll create a little scaffolding ladder for the moment. And we'll dig out here. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Alright. I think we're going to set up our bedroom here. Nicola, we need to give him a job as well. You know, for now, let's put you on research assistant. He'll have enough morale from the Great Hall that'll work, I think. Doing great on edibles. Lots of frost buns. Alright, this should open up all these for mining. A lot of pokers in the fire right now. A lot of irons in the fire. Let's throw some granite tile down. Get ourselves a pneumatic door. And let's also start replacing all this with granite. I think we're going to put our heat shield a little bit further out here. I do need to figure out what I'm doing here. Alright, so we have our base sort of extended out this direction. We're going to set up a top of the base, I think right here. Not sure where we're going to put the bottom of the base, but we have our kilns back up and running to provide us more insulation to do that. We're setting up another second bedroom. Ooh, that's sorry, one other thing we need to do. Let's go ahead and set up a bunch of mess tables. Not bad, not bad. And finish this off with some granite. Looking good. Okay, so second barracks pretty much up and running. Oxygen situation still looking pretty fantastic. We're even getting a little bit of oxygen down here because of this polluted oxygen situation. Gonna get all this water out of here eventually. Right now it's just going into research. And this will be our critter ranch, which I think we'll work on in the next episode. I'm gonna stop things here and see you in a bit.